Yes, we're here at London High School football game. Everything's getting ready to get rolling here in about a few minutes. I don't have my commentators here yet, but they'll be here shortly, so just hang tough. At the game will proceed shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the London High School Red Raiders marching band.
In the middle. That's good. This was on too, right?
Have your attention, please. Last week, the London community lost one of its most beloved citizens with the passing of Mr. J.J. Joe Hartley. The entire London school staff and the London community extend their condolences to the Hartley family. As a tribute to this fine gentleman who devoted his life to this school system, please join in a moment of silence for Mr. J.J. Hartley. And respect for all who have served our country to defend our freedoms, you're invited to stand and sing our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
Girl, you got the thing straightened up, boy. Terrible.
Okay, Dale. Mercy, that scared me. We're live here at Von Kennel Field. We're going to get started here. London versus West Jeff. This is Gary McNeil with Dale McNeil together. We're waiting on our two co-partners to come up. In the meantime, Dale, you want to just iterate a few things that you've kind of picked up toward what you look for to happen tonight in this game?
Well, first of all, Gary, I'd like to say good evening to the fans and that we're looking for an exciting ball game tonight. As I was walking around the field earlier, Gary, I talked with several people from West Jefferson and I talked with several people from London. Obviously, they have their choices. I've heard the choices anywhere from 2 touchdown favorite to London to 3 points for London. And I've also heard estimates anywhere from 3 touchdowns for West Jefferson and 3 points for West Jefferson. So it looks like it's pretty much of a toss-up tonight, Gary, even though the coach from West Jeff seems to think that London is a favorite because they're here at home and they're ranked so highly in Division III. And so we're looking for a real good ball game, and I think it's going to be pretty much a toss-up.
I'm definitely looking for a real good ball game, too, like I said. Hold on here. I'm looking for it. Anyway, I kind of lost the sound here a little bit. But like I said, I'm looking for a real good ball game, and like I say, West Jeff is coming in, I think, 3-1, I believe it is, or 2-1. I think they lost to Wheelersburg, which is a very good team that Arlington only beat by 14-7, and Arlington's rated number 1 in our division. So London's coming in, I believe, 8th in the division and 2 in the computer poll. So, like I say, you can throw them records out the windows when it comes to London and West Jeff. Usually, these guys fight right down to the wire.
We can surely look for a real good, hard-hitting affair tonight, Gary. And the crowd is really jazzed up. The crowd is really jazzed up tonight, and we have a full house in here tonight, and people are still streaming into the complex. We understand that we're going to have some visitors from Channel 4 tonight also that is doing their thing, and we're happy to have them along whenever they get here. And right now we're looking at the London High School Marching Band. And we see some really, really nice fights out here this evening. It's very wonderful. It's a clear weekend night. Good September football, Gary.
I believe we're picking up the London band here pretty good. We'll give them a shot here. If you got anything on that Tony Amon, I see where he's coming in there pretty strong tonight. He's looking awful good. He's got about, what, 350 yards last week? Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, Gary, considering last week he had 236 yards rushing with 20 carries last week. And coming into this game tonight, he has a total of 675 yards rushing for the season and scoring 11 touchdowns. So definitely he is the main ball carrier for West Jeff Rough Riders. And I'm sure London's hands are going to be full in trying to negate his capabilities tonight.
I saw the London team warming up, and according to the paper, Lester is out for quite a while. I did see him down there warming up and doing some hitting and so forth and so on. So I don't know if he's just going to do some free motions or whatever, but I hope he's able to come on. Carl, you want to pick up the Red Raiders? Oh, you got it. Good job, man. Sorry about that. And we're going to pick up the teams as they come out shortly after the band goes off. Dave, go ahead.
Gary, you were alluding to Fred Lester, number 33 with the London High Red Raiders, senior running back, very speedy running back that London has, as well as many others. And yes, it was in the newspaper that indefinitely speaking that he would be out for tonight. But you're quite right in guessing that he may just play tonight. We'll find out shortly. It looks like London team is getting ready to come out to their banner here in just a minute.
We're going to pick up both teams that come out. I see the West Jeff team's got a big circle out there that says Burn the Raiders. And London's got a big sign up there that says Raider Country, Big L, Go Big Red.
It's an exciting night, Gary. It's wonderful. It's great to be at a contest like this, man. This reminds me of the big rivalries of years ago. London and Gahanna, London and Westerville, London and Urbana. Right. Some great rivalries that were going on years ago. And this crowd is really excited. Just listen to them, folks.
You got a packed house here tonight. You're standing room only. And I don't even know the standing room. I think that's one of the reasons one of our two co-partners aren't in here yet, because they probably can't find a place to park. But things will go on as usual, whether they're here or not. I think Channel 4 is already down on the field now. There's a couple TV stations down on the field now. You're going to pick up the teams as they come out.
Gary, you were speaking just a little while ago about the West Jefferson team's schedule. They're 3-1 right now. What their record is right now, 3-1, and that they lost to a real good Williamsburg team the first game of the season. But since that time, West Jeff has outscored Franklin Heights, Madison Plains, and Washington Courthouse by a combined total of 108 points. Listen to this crowd.
Something different. I haven't seen them do this before. And the crowd goes wild.
Well, they gave the cheerleaders a break tonight.
I hope this isn't a bad omen. Normally we come flying across the field and jump in a big pile up here. Maybe they're going to do it from one angle and come across me here to the field. Usually when you go changing things happen. I'm speaking from my point of view, not necessarily that's what's going to happen. When you change things, what I'm saying is you just don't change the things.
They're an excited bunch tonight, Jerry. Look at them, they're all huddled together like some bumblebees or something. Ready to out there sting somebody.
Do some bunting. I can see that right now.
And this crowd is right behind them all the way. Go London, go London.
The officials assigned this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the OHSAA.
You know, Jerry, sometimes it's not a bad idea when you do make a slight change in the ritual of things. There's a ritual to a lot of contests. And sometimes you get a little caught up into just doing the same old thing, and maybe sometimes just to get you ready for a ball game, you do a little something different, and quite possibly, you know, it helps to garner excitement in the crowd, that's for sure.
You got that right.
And that might have been an exercise in getting the crowd ready to be a part of this contest tonight.
Another thing we've run into this year so far is they've been accused of not having much spirit and stuff like that. And I tell you what, you got so many good ball players, and they all know their role so well. It's hard to say whether they got spirit or whether they don't have, because they're doing their job and winning games. What more do we want out of it?
All right.
For West Jefferson, number 25, Aaron Tompkins. Back deep for London. Number 13, Corey Bennett. Number 32, Mike Harris.
All right, London is receiving the ball at the south end. West Jeff won the toss, and they have deferred until the second half. London elected to receive, and West Jeff is defending the north goal.
This could be a very important play right here, this first possession. A good, super kick.
And they have penalties on the play, Jerry.
And whistles and flags blowing everywhere. I'm not sure what that was about.
Cody Marker on the kickoff.
I'm getting a little feedback here from something going on there.
And we have offsides on that kickoff on West Jefferson. The kicker for West Jefferson, his name is Aaron Tompkins, and he plays fullback, and he's a senior. And West Jeff was a little bit anxious at that time and had one of their ball players offsides. Now we're ready to go.
Step off, kickoff from 35.
And we're back in business once again. I'm having a time getting situated here, trying to get this together.
Gary, I tell you, you do a fine job. Sometimes it's amazing. You have to be an octopus, man, to have 8 arms and all that sort of thing, because you do a real good job with this, Gary. And it's really a delight to be working with you this season up here. And we're ready for the kickoff again, folks. Number 25, Aaron Tompkins. And it's a short kick.
It's bobble. These kind can go for a long ways. And Leonard returns the ball to about the 33-yard line.
Number 30, Andy throws the ball.
More like about the 37, Gary.
Okay.
Andy wrote a ball.
London's ball, first down 10. Stop the ball at the Raider, 37-yard line.
London comes out in a strong right formation. It's a power I. And we have the ball carrier. It looks like Fred Lester. He broke out with that one. He's going down the line. He's got the unit.
And the first run of the game, and Fred Lester, he could go all the way. He's going, and they're waving something off.
Apparently he stepped out of bounds, Gary. They got him stepping out of bounds here just about the West Jefferson.
I tell you what, that would have blew this game wide open if that would have worked for him.
That looks like about the 44-yard line, Gary.
That's the Fred Lester that's playing with a cracked jaw.
That's right, he's playing with a... that is a cracked jaw, isn't it?
Yeah, he had a fractured jaw in the Northeastern game, and all indication was he wasn't going to play. And like I say, if he get a step on you, he's gone.
And it looks like London is coming out in the same formation as before, strong right, power high. We have it going to the fullback. That's Josh Larkins, number 36.
Josh Larkins does a good job. He doubles off with number 44, Scott Sims. And like I say, London's got so many weapons to throw at you. And if we can come out of here with error-free game, London's got a good chance of pulling this one off.
You know, Coach Metz from West, I'll wait and make that point after this play here, Gary. We're coming out strong left, power I. Coming to the wide side of the field. We're setting up strong that way. And it's a quick pitch out to Lester. He jumped up inside. There was some real good defense right there at that time on West Jefferson's part. They turned Lester back inside to the defense.
And I tell you another thing, they probably know about Lester's jaw. They can't help but know it. And so you can look for some extra piling on or extra hard hits toward the head to maybe get him out of the game. Because he definitely is a threat anytime he gets his hands on that ball.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct in that. And we're just watching him come to the sideline to see how he's doing. He looks like he's in fine shape, Gary. We're coming out. London's going into a power I, strong to the strong right. Jason Harvest over the ball. And they give to Mike Harris, going straight up into the hole. Looks like he has the first down, Gary. Yes. Great run.
These guys are running like a bunch of kids that are possessed out there. Mike Harris, like you said, straight in the hole. Looks like it might have been an off-tackle run there. Picked up about 15 yards. And London, like I say, this first drive could be very detrimental on how this game turns out.
I would appreciate it. Number 62.
Just take a breather.
Just, yeah, Coach, I want you to watch your back. You're a little bit bigger than them. You don't knock my foot. There, you come over here. Okay. The computer's shutting down.
Well, we got second down and 1 to go.
We have a strong left, power I left.
Timeout.
London calls timeout.
Lester still in the tailback. They take it right back up the middle for a gain of about 2 yards on the play.
That was Josh Larkins, number 36.
Got down by number 8, Chris Dye. Number 86, Tom Collins.
And we have a replacement for Fred Lester right now. I think we have, we have the sophomore sensation in there. This is DJ Jackson.
When he's in the game, that's usually what they do, give it to him. And he gets a big hit right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier, number 34.
That's happened consistently with DJ Jackson here recently on the first play of the game. They run him off tackle. And it looks like he's not really just busting up in there. He's kind of stepping and trying to look for daylight.
Well, with London, the way they do it, when DJ's in the game, 9 times out of 10, he's getting the ball. So you pretty much can cheat if you want to on the play. I mean, if you know at the times he's in the game, he's in there to run the ball.
Well, we got 3rd and about 8. 3rd and 7.
And they go to Lester over the left side.
Okay, number 33, Lester.
He's going to fall well short of the first down.
And it's 4th down. They're going to kick.
Brought down on the play by number 8, Chris Dye. Number 56, Andy.
Send it in the kicking team.
4th down.
West Jeff's defense really come on strong down here in the red zone.
They stiffened up down inside the 20. Sean Kahn Tobin's kicking. Mr. Accurate. The snap's kind of high. The kick's up. The kick is good.
And it's good. It went out on the street too, Martin.
Right. Well, Tobin's nickname, we're just going to call him the Tub.
The Tub.
The Tub.
London, 3. West Jefferson, nothing.
We have Channel 4 here with us tonight. And you know, it's a part of their what is that called? Their Friday Night Spectacular, you know, football sports show that they have, as well as all the other channels. And we're glad to have them on board tonight. And folks, you get a chance to see them, turn it on. And this is a Friday night, of course.
Channel 4 was with us last week, and the helicopters come flying around. I'll tell you what, London's ranked number 8 in the state right now. And the way they're playing, they're going to make a habit of following us around the state of Ohio.
And they're also rated number 2 in the region, Division 3, Region 12. They're rated number 2. And they have 125 accumulated points so far.
When it comes down to the playoffs, that's what it's all about.
And we have, again, Clark Tobin kicking off. London is kicking from the south end. West Jeff is receiving on the north end.
I'll tell you what, his kicking game is tremendous. It's a tremendous help for London because he kicks them so deeply. You don't see too many high school kickers that can kick off like he can, or even can kick a ball, period, like he can.
And we have Tony Amon receiving and Matt Batofsky, number 42.
He's dangerous, and there's a high kick. Not that deep, but very high. It's fumbled. They bump into each other. They're on him. Nothing doing. It was a short kick, but I'll tell you what, he got scared. Dropped the ball, and they were right on him.
Looks like the 20-yard line, Martin. 20 or 21.
Corey Damon brought down the play by number 46 of the Raiders, Pete Robinson. First down, West Jefferson. The ball up around the 21-yard line.
Let's see how West Jefferson breaks out here.
Amon's the key to this team. You gotta watch him. They fumble the snap. Nothing doing. I think West Jeff watched some London game films and now they're scared. They're scared.
Brought down on the play by number 55 of the Raiders, Jamal Napper. Second down.
And that was Jamel Napper on the tackle. And we have West Jeff coming out in a strong right formation. Striker sitting to the right.
London sending the blitz. They're in a 6-2.
They're running an option.
Out.
Great defensive play by Sean Kahn, number 14 right there.
But the key to that play right there was by number 80, I believe it's John Wilson. Amon was going out for the pitch, and I tell you what, John Wilson from the snap of the ball was keying Amon and was not going to allow him to get that football. And that's going to be the key to it. They have to have somebody on the pitch man at all times, and they played it perfectly right there. The defensive ends are the key. If you let Amon get outside, he's going to burn you.
And they're set strong left. Sean Kahn is setting way inside of the receiver out there. This Matt Stobart, this quarterback is a good
He's got a man out there. What a catch.
And that looks like a first down, too.
That is a first down, and that was a very good pass. He had his man out there, and he just laid it right out to him.
The quarterback, Corey Sadler, he's a very good passer. And, we've been talking about it all year long, that London is rather susceptible to the pass. Right then, it was rather evident. They faked the momentum going one way and come back the other. They had an isolation play over here.
Very good play.
They set strong right. Oh, good penetration. Great penetration.
I'll tell you what, right off the bat, that's the most aggressive defensive play London's had this year.
That was Drew Dwyer. He just sliced straight in there. head down, shoulders down, and was driving with his legs and got right into the backfield before the ball was handed off.
Slammed him straight to the ground. I'll tell you what, this London team, there ain't no telling what's going to happen tonight because they're pumped. They're ready.
Well, if they can maintain this intensity, West Jeff sits strong left. They give it to Patowski, the fullback Patowski. Kahn comes up to meet him.
He got a gain of about 4 yards on that play. It's going to be third down and about 5.
I think that the key to London's defensive success tonight is to keep West Jefferson in long down situations. Don't give them that much on first down. Make it second and long, third and long. Have to force them to the pass, and then they'll be able to use their blitz to get into the quarterback. That's right. Obviously, they want to try to maintain ball control to keep the ball out of London's hands because London's potent offense.
Comes out in the 16. First down, West Jeff.
Number 22.
Tony Amon.
Dropped down on the play by number 75 of the Raiders, David Nagy.
So we have a first down for West Jeff, Martin. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to maintain control of the ball, keep the ball out of London's hands. In a game like this, the less amount of times that you have to punt, the better.
True. London's coming with another blitz. There they go. It goes in. They won the play.
Great defensive play. Bo Williamson.
He's doing his job at defensive end tonight. I think if they're going to get anything, they're going to have to take it right back up the middle. The defensive end are always, they're setting the standards right now. You ain't running around us.
Well, I think it's probably fair to say that this is probably the best team that West Jeff has faced this year. The competition that I've been reading in the paper they've went up against.
Might be getting the best of that right now. We have a real good contest here. West Jeff is a good-sized ball club, too. Take a look at that offensive line. They're a good size.
Very good matchup. And these fans are in it. And he gets it off. He had a man out there. We're going to get a flag. Late hit on the play. The ball was not catchable. It was past him. And Bennett hit him anyway. Totally uncalled for. That was totally uncalled for. Those are penalties that you don't need.
They had him in the perfect situation. It was second down and that's quite possible, Gary, because with the ball being in the air, coming from that angle of the field where there's no lights coming from the street, he just may have lost the ball.
Somebody jumped.
That was just right now. And we've seen this happen with London several times. They bend, but they don't break.
Right back up. Oh! That was very close to a face mask right there. Bukowski's close to a first down.
Right on the play by number 44, Scott Sims.
We might have a measurement on this play. It might be just shy. Now second down, about 1.
Second down and short.
A short one.
And we come out with a strong right.
And this is dangerous right here. Second down, they got 3 downs to get this first down, so they're going to try something here. They're going to give it to Amon. And Amon gets the first down, of course.
They got their hands full of this Amon because he's a 4-year running back, and he just made the records. He's probably broke just about every record they have over there in West Jeff. And so they're going to have their hands full of him. They're going to have to key on him. But like I say, they got a couple other fellas that are pretty tough too, so you just can't key on Amon.
Number 42, Matt Batowski, their fullback. He's a real strong runner in his own right, Gary.
And Amon seems like the type of kid you can contain him, but you're not going to shut him down. And there goes Amon. They stopped him on that play for a gain of about 2 yards. Took it over the right side and up the Amon.
There was some good penetration right then at that time by number 67. The penetration was made by number 67. I think that was Clay Miller. And it made Amon have to, adjust his path going into the line.
The key to stopping Amon is the key to stopping 3 of the London Red Raider backs. If you do not get the penetration and slow them up in the backfield, if they hit that hole with any kind of speed, it's over. Katie barred the door. and they're looking to throw. Right over the middle, face mask, 15-yard penalty. Sean Collins. He tackled him by his face mask. And that's really dangerous. That's very, very dangerous.
I was looking for that pass too, because like I said, everything was working so well for him. And like we always said, London's very vulnerable, seems like, to the pass. And like I say, West Jeff, I think Mitch told you, Dale, that they've been watching us on all our games, so they know a little bit more about us than what we probably think they know.
The fact is, if you can't throw the ball, you're not going to beat London. Because if you think you're going to stand there and run all day on them, you can forget it. It's just ain't going to happen.
You're quite right in your estimate there. They look at the film just as much as anybody else. They can see that London is susceptible to the pass. London goes one-on-one a lot.
Whoa! Right back up the middle.
Okay, number 42, Matt Petoskey.
And I believe that was a 1st and 10 play, and you can bet your boots it's a setup for somebody to slide out to the outside for either end around or a little quick pass.
It does look, they're setting it because they've been running the middle to death. They're going to test those ends so they get them.
From where West Jeff is sitting right now with the ball, they still have the opportunity to gain another 1st down before they hit the goal line.
They'll have to get just inside the 1-yard line to do that. But right now, I bet you they're thinking 6 points, and 6 points right now. Timeout in the field.
At the end of the 1st quarter.
Fans, and you hear them screaming and hollering. It means the world.
And we have West Jeff at 2nd and 9, Martin. And they're on about the 10-yard line. And they send a man in motion. And they hand off to Eamon in the back, but he's going straight up the gut. And that looks like a touchdown.
Eamon right back up the middle. That hole was so big, I could have scored on that.
Texas score lead, Jefferson 6, London 3.
They're taking a 3-point lead. They're trying to make it 4. And we have a treat for everybody. You remember him from last year.
Depth replacement, number 25, Aaron Tompkins.
And for the first time this season, he is back. Yours truly, Darby Calhoun. London just stopped the extra point attempt. And West Jeff has the lead 6-3.
Remind everybody that tomorrow, all day long,
Oh, Martin, it looks like I missed a good one.
lots of activity.
How was your trip up?
Halftime, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Don't forget, run tomorrow.
Did you have any problems out there getting here?
J.J. Hartley,
Oh, it
Athletic
was
Complex,
crazy.
behind London
Crazy.
High School. I hope to see everybody there.
I'll tell you what, the ride up here, I think was shorter than getting through that crowd. I'll tell you what.
I told you folks, it's unbelievable. There are people still coming in the game.
Yep. There's still people walking down the streets. I had to park about 3 blocks away from this place.
This is great.
I remember the first year we started doing this games, we could come late and still have a parking space right outside the doors. Not anymore.
But a change has been made.
Martin and Darby, I'm so glad to have the opportunity to meet Darby. It's real good to meet you, my man. I'm glad that you're here. This will give me the opportunity to get down on the field with a little bit of camera work and the microphone, be able to get a little more excitement added to the broadcast tonight. Y'all have a good time.
Thank you. Thanks, Dale. And that was a short squibbling kick. London sets up the return to the right side. That return was made by Bennett, and he was hit hard.
Number 13, Corey Bennett. Brought down by number 40, Adam Stover. Number 42, Petoskey. London's ball, 4th down and 10.
Pick up some people, give me a call.
Spot the ball at the Red Raider 25-yard line.
Number 12, Jason Artis, the quarterback, the field general, the leader of the team. He's sitting down underneath the center. At tailback, you have Fred Lester. At fullback, you have Josh Larkin. Bo Williamson split to the far side. They go to Lester, nothing doing. A fumble on the play.
The ball carrier, number 33, Fred
Recovered by Fred Lester. That was scary.
And number 12, Corey Sadler. Second down. A loss of 5.
That was a big loss in the play. We got second down and about 16. Argus sets up. We got Bo Williams into the near side now. You got Harris in the backfield.
Oh! That's a pickup of about 7, it looks like, Martin.
Was you as scared as I was on that play?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it looked like it could have been picked off. It was really close. Mike Harris coming off an injury. He was injured like, I believe it was like 2 or 3 games ago, the first game of the year. He took an injury, he went down and was just playing defense. But now they're putting him back in. They rotate 4 tailbacks, and he came out of the rotation, but he's back in now. Lester's back in now at tailback. Josh Larson in the fullback. They're looking to throw. He heaves it up to
Oh, no.
And he threw it too
Oh,
far.
no.
Oh! 15-yard penalty.
Martin, after that whistle blew, he's gonna dump him. That's gonna get the flag every time.
Threw him right on his head. It was definitely an ill-advised pass. He locked it down the field. John Wilson, number 80, the intended receiver, did not know where the ball was. His pattern was not finished. He did not finish running his pattern. And it was definitely an ill-advised pass. And at first, John Wilson made a very good play by becoming a defender and making the tackle. But then he made situations worse.
Martin, I'll tell you why that really hurts, slamming him down and getting the penalty right now, is West Jeff got the momentum, and you just helped him out a whole heck of a lot when you're already down. You want to keep the momentum away from him, and that just gave him too much momentum.
Their fans erupted, and we could definitely hear them. I believe that was Amen. And like I said earlier, the key to this team, West Jeff, is Tony Amen. He is the key. He's been the man for 4 years. This is his senior year, and I'll tell you what, that man would like nothing else better than to beat London his senior year. They took a drubbing at West Jeff last year, and they're coming into London, Ohio, thinking they owe us one. They set up again the pro eye. Oh, he's looking to throw.
Don't have nobody.
Smart play right there. He throws it away.
I don't think he threw it away. I think he was going for the dude in the second row over there on London's side.
He didn't even.
I think it was complete, too.
I don't think they have intentional grounding in high school football, but if there was, I'll tell you what, that was definitely a penalty.
I do believe we had a back out that way. Couldn't really see him. There was too much London defense around him.
They did put the heat on him that time.
He definitely was either going to throw that ball away or he was going to eat it. That was no doubt.
Tony Amen, the tailback, just showing the pro eye.
Oh, yeah, West Jeff. Jump. I think it was the left tackle or guard, Martin.
I do believe it was, and the illegal procedure will be called against West Jeff. And London finally gets a break. And like Dale said earlier, these are the situations we need to keep them in. 3rd and long, 2nd and long. Because in those situations, you're taking Amen out of the ball game, and you're making them throw. And London's best defense against the pass is putting a good pass rush on.
Well, this is going to be a big, big 3rd down play right here.
London definitely needs this to capture the momentum back.
Here they come, too.
He's looking to throw. He got pressure. He's hit right as he throws it.
Good defensive play by London.
That was number 57, Quincy Williams with that play.
Covered by number 31, Pete Brokey. Back deep for London, number 32, Mike Harris.
I'm sorry, that was Clay Miller with that play. I'll tell you what. That quarterback, too, he didn't have a choice but to go ahead and throw it. He would have been hurt.
Number 22, Tony Amen.
They're looking to punt, and London was deadly last week on the special teams, and they're looking to punt it out of bounds. But they didn't make it. They're trying to set up the wall. They were trying to set up the wall. And if they watch the film from last week's game, from the game last week, you can tell before you kick, you know which way London's going to set up the wall. And they punted away from the wall and almost punted out of bounds. This year, London's been deadly in special teams. Punt returns for touchdowns, at least 20, 30 yards of return.
Where are we setting up? About the 13? Can't really tell.
Yeah, about the 13-yard line. We go back up the middle. There's a host of West Jeff tackles here. London yelling for the late hit, but it wasn't as blatant as the one from London was.
And number 62, Corey Amon. Second down.
That was more like the late push. London sets up with a big offensive line.
Second and about 5.
Second and 5. That was a pretty good run.
Good block.
Oh! That was ill-advised pass number 2.
Martin, I think they need to do maybe a couple short ones across the middle because he don't look too accurate from that distance. I don't know. I've only seen a couple, but
he's not planting. He's definitely not planting his feet when he throws. But for West Jeff, the coverage is unbelievable. He had 3 or 4 guys around him, and really there was no receiver there. And it scared me. That was another ill-advised pass. And they're running the option.
It's going to be short about 2.5 maybe.
We're going to get the measurement on this play. Whoa! London, nowhere. He flat out didn't get it and flat out lost the yard.
What a game.
I don't believe it. They take over at London's 20-yard line, 1st and goal. London losing it on downs. Dodmeyer taking a chance with 7:18 to go in the second quarter. Took a chance on his own 20 with 6 inches to go for the 1st down. And that was a gut move right there. Tony Amon.
Tackle by number 44, Scott Sims.
West Jeff's line with a nice hole. I'll tell you, what's that running back's name again, Mark?
His name is Tony Amon, and he is deadly. 4-year starting tailback. Set up. Amon, as usual, tailback. Wonder who got the ball. It's Amon.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Tony Amon. And I believe that's his nickname.
Deadly.
Touchdown, Tony Amon. The Red Raiders are walking around with their head down. Why? I have no idea, because they can score some points in their own right. This just may be one of those ball games, whoever got the football last.
Very true. Very true.
Darby, I know this is your first chance to see London play this year. And I know how much you hate it, but due to situations above and beyond our control, it couldn't be helped. But I'll tell you what, this London team is a vastly improved team from last year, and you see how good they were last year.
Very true.
Many weapons,
and I'm not sure what that one is.
Delay of game. Going to move it back 5. They're going for the 2-point conversion. And I've said this all year long. London has a kicker.
The penalty against West
Fort
Jefferson.
Tobin. Tobin's the kicker. I call him the toe. And I'm telling you, there's going to become a situation in time, it could very well be tonight. That kid is going to play a big role in the ball game, and he's going to kick a big field goal to win it for London. And he just might be the key driving down the field late in the game. They're going for two. Their first extra point try for the first touchdown was a block by London. And they're looking to pass. He's looking for Amon. He rolls out. He's scrambling. He's going for the corner. He throws it up. 2-point conversion is good.
West Jeff's receivers just kept moving around until they found an opening.
I tell you what, on that play, the one thing I don't understand, the quarterback was rolling out. He was covered. They had 2 men to stop him at the goal line. But if there's one person you do not let get away from you, it's Tony Amon.
Okay, we're going to go down to Dale on the field. Dale, what do you...
I'll tell you what, I got a feeling right here something's going to get, London's going to give him something to get up about. We got a timeout on the field. I mean, it's hard to, over the course of the game, to sit here and really pick out one person who stood out. Because they have so many weapons. I'm telling you, before the year's over, they're going to have a game where you're going to have 5 running backs with 100 yards rushing.
There's the boot.
High and short. The way we like it. He's got some blocking. He goes over the side. He's got
man. Oh, that's what London needed right there.
Little Mike Harris takes it across midfield. That was a return of about 40 yards, about 30-yard return.
First down and 10.
Martin, I thought that was going to be 6.
He had a shot at it, but he had one man to beat. He tried to knock him over. He tried to break him in half. Mike Harris ain't scared of nobody. We got Fred Lester at tailback. The man can break it at any moment. Now we got Sims back in at fullback, number 44. And we're going to Lester. He's got ready. There he goes. We get about 7 on that play.
By just looking at the little pushing, shoving a little here, a little there. This looks like a real heated game from up here.
It is. London sets up. You got Bennett in at tailback now. Mini man in motion.
There he is again. He's going. He might go.
He cuts back and makes a great move. London first down inside the 15-yard line.
What was that, about a 25-yarder?
That was about a 25-yard run there. That was absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful. Good blocking by London's offensive line and great running.
First down on last 10.
Set up. They got Fred Lester back in. They give it to Lester. The All-State runner.
Oh,
he breaks the tackle. He's touchdown!
And that's only the beginning, gang. That's only the beginning. And the crowd goes wild.
I don't believe it. London answered. They went for it on 4th down. Didn't get it. 6 inches. Couldn't make it. West Jeff takes it right in 5 plays. London takes the kickoff and drives right back down the field, strictly running the ball. He threw it to him, simple as that. 2-point conversion. 14-11 with his 3 points. Aha, did I say something about that earlier?
I tell you what, folks, we're going to have just a little bit of chaos here, trying to run a man down on the field.
It was pretty nice. It was clear cutting right there.
It looked like almost as, you know, when you put it down on a piece of chalkboard, that's how it looked. Beautiful.
Easy, tailor-made. They definitely worked that play in practice as a 2-point conversion. And here comes the toe. And I want you to watch this kid kick off. That was a bad kick. And I'll tell you what, and it was still deep, and they break it up the right side, he's going to be knocked out of bounds. He got a gain of about 25 yards in that return. That kick was still deep, and that was one of his worst kicks. And I'll tell you what, the kid can flat out kick the football. I've been big on this kid all year.
Well, Martin, just watching what I've seen, I regret every game that I've missed.
I tell you what, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You know, another thing, as we know, both teams can put points on the board. So this could turn out to be a very high-scoring game and could go right down to the last possession.
Some people like to call it a barn burner. Amen, right back up the middle. That was a touchdown saving tackle. Bo Williamson with a touchdown, and I mean that touchdown saving tackle.
And caught him by the shoelaces.
He was gone. Usually when Amon gets in the secondary, that's the only way you're going to catch him is by his shoelaces.
That kid has some wheels. London to shut down that offense is going to have to shut down that man.
They're going to have to. Amon's the key. You got to get penetration. You can't let him get off the ball.
The center pulled up the ball and put it right back down. That ain't going to work. It looks slick from up here. The refs weren't having it.
Looks like you laid the egg on that one. This London defense, look, I mean, they usually get scored on early, but I'll tell you what, this defense has played, they've given up fewer than 7 points in each one of their ball games. They take it over the left side that time. It's back to almost the original line of scrimmage. The London defense is, I think, the most points they gave up 8 points in one game, and the rest have been 7 in a row. And of course, last week was a shutout. They play a kind of like a Dallas old-style flex defense. They bend, but they don't break. And it's anchored right there by a number 44, Sims, Clay Miller. And their secondary, they have all speeches and linebacker. They got Bennett playing linebacker now. And you remember him from last year, Mr. Versatile. They give it to him, and he breaks a tackle for a gain of about 5 yards.
London, when they're tackling him, they have to start wrapping up on that guy. He's just got the legs, and if you don't wrap, he's gone.
He breaks tackles, so he just bounces right off of him.
He doesn't look very big, but a darter indeed.
Four-year backs are always dangerous. 4-year tailbacks for 4 years. That's a lot of experience.
Martin, it looks like he's getting through holes that aren't actually there. Oh, good defensive play. Number 81.
Bruce Waters, number 81, with the penetration on the play and with the big stop. West Jeff is going to have to punt the ball. And I can tell you right now, you'll see very few punts in this ball game.
Another big play for London.
London played dangerous here. They had to wake the punter up.
Number 12, Corey Sandler. Team for London, number 13, Corey Bennett, number 32, Mike Harris.
High snap. The wall set up. Oh, he lets it go. Whoa! Mike Harris took a hard hit, but folks, that was not an illegal hit. When you're standing down there looking around and you're in the line of fire, you better keep your eyes open.
He's going to take a couple minutes to wipe the cobwebs out of his helmet there.
He was kind of shaking up on that one.
First down at 10.
Go ahead, Dale.
There he goes! He's all the way! He's at the 50, 40, he's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, London!
Touchdown! I don't believe it!
It was what, 95 yards?
95
That was an unbelievable play.
For the score.
London is telling West Jeff this game is far from going to be an easy game. Unbelievable.
He took it right over the left side.
Once he got to about the 35, there was nobody going to catch him.
And I'll tell you what, the man that was trying to catch him was Tony Amon. And just like we said earlier, Fred Lester is an all-state runner. He didn't make it to the state finals in track for no reason. And he showed you why right there.
But I thought it was funny, Martin. It looked like his helmet was having trouble keeping up with his legs.
He was moving. Fred Lester showed why he made it to the state finals in track. They flat out was not going to catch him. Amon, who has been playing both ways tonight.
And Mark, let's don't forget, because everyone always forgets the lineman. The lineman did an excellent job on that.
You knew he was going to get a lot of yards once the play remotely started developing. Once he penetrated the line of scrimmage and the hole was over, he was gone. Katie barred the door. We've been talking all year about the explosive output London could potentially put out. And I'll tell you what, right there it was displayed. Last week they started peeking and showing a little bit, but this game right here, they're going to put a lot of points on the board, folks.
And Martin, let's also point out, when you're behind and all the momentum is against you.
Another high kick. He goes over the right side, nothing doing, they stop him. Matt Potowski, their fullback, took the ball on the right side. He took it on the right side, went to the left, nothing doing.
Randy Taylor, number 22, Mike Harris.
Now this series of downs is going to be interesting right here.
The ball on the 26-yard line.
This is going to be very interesting because I tell you what, Amon just ran a 100-yard dash and didn't catch it. He was trying, but he just flat out couldn't do it. Now he feels like he has something to prove. They roll out. He's looking to throw. He pulls it back down. He's running. He's got the first down, but he paid for it.
Number 44.
We lost the picture.
First down.
Knocked out of bounds by Tom, but not after a first down.
Oh, we lost everything.
Folks, we're experiencing some technical difficulties here. He's looking to throw deep. Oh, my goodness. The ball was trapped. I'll tell you what. Sean Khan's beating the ground in for a very good reason. If he didn't fall down, he had an interception.
We got our picture back. We lost everything.
Second down.
We were experiencing
What happened, Carl?
some technical difficulties.
Carl, what happened?
London sets up, West Jeff sets up, 2nd and 10. The rush is on. Right back up the middle, and guess who it is? Amon breaks 2 tackles. He gets a gain of about 20 yards on the play.
Tony Amon. Brought down by number 13 of the Raiders, Corey Bennett. First down. The ball spotted at the Red Raider 43-yard line. First and 10.
No, I was trying to get it back on. It wasn't up and down here, though.
Folks, this could be the most exciting game of the year. Because neither team is going to quit. And you're going to see a lot more points go up on the board before it's over. West Jeff sets back up. They're looking to throw, and there it is. That pass has worked for them about 3 times already in the ball game. It's a hard pass to play to stop. It's almost like a running play.
Tackle by number 44, Scott.
High percentage pass play. They're rushing up on the ball. London's trying to get men off the field. 30 seconds to play. They're going to throw it out of bounds, stop the clock.
And Martin, another reason that that quick pass works real well, if the defense is really playing the run really hard and your run's working real well, your linebackers are going to be coming up soon as the backs are, and that makes that lane right there about 3, maybe 4 or 5 yards out clear. And it makes that pass so easy.
Right there. They're laying off it really so fast you don't have time to react to it. We got about 30 seconds to go here in London, right before the half. They give it to Amon. Oh, yes!
That's for a loss.
That's number 36, Josh Larkin. And I'm telling you, that kid can play anywhere. Anywhere. We're in the first half. They're definitely going to be looking to throw. He's got a man out there. It's incomplete. And I'll tell you what, Sean Conn was nice on that play. If that kid was hung out to dry, it could have been a trip to the hospital.
Broken up by number 14, Sean Conn.
But he did go for the ball, didn't go for the hit. Good play by Sean Conn.
The ball at the London Red Raider.
London's going to take over.
39-yard line. That's first and 10.
11 seconds left, Martin.
They got a shot for a couple plays. A long runner pass. They're in field goal range for London. They give it to Lester. He goes over the right side. He makes a move. He breaks one tackler. London's going to take the timeout.
Martin
West Jeff's being a little smarter this time. They're going after his legs.
London takes a timeout, but Darby, I tell you what, a few more seconds. If they would have got 12 more yards on that play, I'm telling you, they're in field goal range for that kid. Head over heels, it don't matter. The kid can flat out catch. And plus, he's tall. Bo Williamson goes about, he's 180, 6'4". He ain't no little guy. And I tell you what, you get it up there for him, he'll sky for it. And they're looking to throw. They're looking for Bo. There ain't nobody there, and it's going to be intercepted. And it's going to be taken out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first half. The Red Raiders will go in with a lead of 18-14. And I'll tell you what, the please don't go away, because I'll tell you what, it's going to be more exciting in the second half.
West Jefferson, 14. Don't forget, defensive stands are open.
The key to that first half, stopping Amon. London tried, they contained him, he broke a couple big runs. But everybody's worried about Amon. Yeah, we got to stop him, but London proved it right here in this first half. They got to stop us too.
Very true. Very true. London, very explosive.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, get right back there. You might turn your side and turn the camera around. Are you going to do something just for halftime?
We're going to do the,
Okay.
I need something to drink.
You will do this?
we're going to pick up the band too. We'll do something just before the game starts.
Starting the field,
Here, you want anything?
the London River Marching Band.
Is
They will be performing their contest show this evening, and they are playing selections from the Broadway blockbuster Miss Saigon. They're being dressed on the field by Nerissa Pancake and Andy Cossard.
You got the call on this?
Ladies and gentlemen, the halftime performance, the London Red Raider High School Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. David Trent.
Yeah, hold on. We're going to pick up the band. I'll have Carl zoom in on you right after the band. Pick up the money. All right, go over Thanks. All right, kid. We're going to work on the band, and then after the band does, Dale will be down in the corner over where the team comes out. You get that? Carl. We'll go down to Dale in the front. They're down in the corner where they come out at. Dale, raise your hand so we know where you're at. Right straight towards the dog.
Only 11 marching Raiders under the direction of Mr. David Grant. The marching Raiders will be performing this same show again for rating at the OMEA contest for bands in West Jefferson next weekend. If you're not busy, why don't you join them? Nice performance. Thank you, David. Everybody got their tickets out?
Go ahead and pick a few more people, Dale.
Everybody ready for 457?
Go ahead and pick a few more people. Just want to stay with you.
The wedding number. And you have to have your ticket at the ticket booth on the east side. Claim your money. You must have your ticket. The number 0305 428 428.
Okay, we're going to stick with it here for a little bit. Darby and Martin. Yeah, Darby.
Lost her green jacket. Identification says Northern Reflections. Silence referring to Dinbato. Thank you.
They get the cars going into the group. Stay with me.
So I'd like to remind you all, a hat sale, a fix.
They're playing the stalling game, but they still have plenty of time yet to go. London came out early and decided to go ahead and get stretched out.
A reminder here at halftime that it is the policy the London City Schools Board of Education.
London looks really good right now. They look relaxed and ready to play ball. West Jeff also looks.
Go ahead. Okay, you guys are up.
What were you saying, Darb?
West Jeff also looks real relaxed right now.
They have a great coach, and I'm sure he gave them some. He doesn't lay down for nobody. They played the Williamsburg team earlier this year that was ranked almost top in the state in Division III. And this Williamsburg club, I mean, I know you can talk about who played the team, that played the team, that played the team, but this Williamsburg club. We're getting set for the second half kickoff. London will be kicking to West Jeff.
So it's 0-0-0.
Toe.
The toe.
Tobin. The toe. He's getting set to kick. And returning for West Jeff, Amon. And Matt Bukowski, their fullback, are the two main men back. And you're asking for... Are you ready?
I've been ready.
Gary, are you ready?
Ready to roll, baby.
And let's do it. Let's kick this sucker off.
There we go.
The toe Tobin lines up to do his thing again.
The toe.
Oh, it's kicked it beautiful. That's a low
line drive.
but effective, and it goes out of bounds. He almost made it to the end zone.
Tobin's kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Line up in a split back formation. They go to Pulaski.
Nowhere.
Nothing.
Nowhere.
Brought down the play by number 14, Sean Kahn, and number 67, Clay Miller.
I'll get it right in a minute.
Second down.
Bottom line is they're going to have to open up Amon, and if they just can't give him the ball out of the backfield. They got to get him the ball another way. The London ends have done a tremendous job. Amon has penetrated up the middle. And they're throwing that same pass we were talking about in the first half. That's a hard pass play to stop, dog.
It's been effective for 4 yards every time they throw it.
J.J. Boucher. Brought down the play by number 14, Sean Kahn, and number 44.
So quick, it's almost impossible to see.
That ends a big kid. He's got to be at least 6'2", 6'3".
Really an easy target to hit from 5-10 yards.
Set up. Now they're back in the traditional pro eye. They're all set. He's optioned with Amon. He cuts it up. Oh my goodness!
They paid for that. Got about 2 yards on the pickup.
Number 13, Corey Bennett, and number 36, Josh Parkins.
London seemed to have that option covered pretty well. He had to keep it and go with it. And paid.
Corey Sadler, the quarterback, he was dragging people, and he got his block.
Oh, they're going on a 4th down, and London still isn't coming up for it.
They got the punt team in there. They're trotting up now. Now they're switching back. We're going to get delay of game. Delay of game wins.
Work.
There's the kick.
Pretty high.
Harris muffed the ball, and he dropped right back down on it. Waiting to keep the Trojans to get back on the ball, but that was dangerous. He had West Jeffy ball around it.
Stop the ball at the London Red Raiders.
And here comes the trooper, number 12, Jason Artis. Nothing to the play. He takes it for a gain of maybe a yard. And the helicopter is circling Bond Kennel Field. I'll tell you what, they were here for pretty much the first half, wasn't they, Gary? But Channel 4 here for pretty much the first half?
Yeah, the biggest part of the first half they were here. I think there's a couple other stations were here too. I never seen a copter come in. Somebody told me the copter was supposed to come in.
Yeah, they just flew around, made a pass around us just a moment ago.
Martin, I thought this was Gary McNeil Field.
They changed it since last year. And Jason Artis cuts it. He ran the option. He cuts it back up. He cut it over the right side on tackle. He had some running room, and then it was shut down real quick by the corner.
And Artis with some pretty good moves.
He has all the tools. He has all the tools.
About third and about 3.5, it looks like from here. There it is. Good home. Martin, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile.
I tell you what, Darby, that was a kid last year that we discussed about with the fumbling problems, and you barely touch him, he goes down. And that shows you right there with a little bit of working out, and the weight room will do for you. But to say in the commercial, all men are created equal. And some just work harder in the preseason.
Martin, and he runs a little more confident with the ball too, and that makes a big deal on how you run.
You can definitely see the confidence there. And now they come with Harris. And they give it up the middle to the fullback.
And Harris with a real good run. I love to see it when they're running.
8 carries, almost rushed for 100 yards. He was averaging like 10 to 12 yards a carry. Artis sets up. He goes to Lester. No daylight whatsoever. Oh, he was going to break it back out and run all the way around the field. And I tell you what, there was a host of Rough Riders there. They were side and playing it out. You got a shot, but if he cuts it up and got some daylight, it's over. He's too fast. Man in motion, John Wilson. They go to Lester. There's the block by Wilson. He's got the corner.
There he goes. He's going.
Oh!
Beautiful play.
First down.
Number 54 made a touchdown saving tackle right there, but the whole play was set up by the block of the line of scrimmage. John Wilson went in motion, picked up the end, turned him around, and Fred Lester had the whole corner by himself, and he just unleashed the speed.
And Martin, let's don't forget the good block that Sims had that time. He picked up the first man that came to the outside, and boom, Lester went.
Definitely a key. No penetration into the backfield at all. And here they come. He cuts it up a little bit sooner. With a little bit of daylight. I think they were ready for that when they had quite a few more guys over there in that play.
Lester. Brought down by number 40, Adam Silver.
We still got a gain of 5 yards in the play.
And number 54, Jason.
And Martin, on the plays they're running around the end, he's right on Sims' tail. And Sims looks like a big boy. And he's just clearing out the holes.
You want to talk big, Scott Sims is 6. What we have in our program guide here, he's 6 foot, 195 pounds. And I tell you what, every bit of it is muscle. Muscle, the kid is strong.
Like I said, he's going through a hole. And if there ain't a hole when he gets there, there's a hole after he passes through, let me tell you.
It's huge. This is one of the biggest London teams I've seen. Here comes London. West Jeff is getting very tired. You can see it, they're starting to wear down. London's taking their fans out of the ball game. Now you got Bo Williamson in motion. They go to Lester. He picks up the block. You got Sims out there. He picks up the block.
Touchdown! Again! Right behind Sims' tail. Sims just clearing the path.
Wait a minute.
That negates a touchdown by Fred Lester.
Bringing it back.
Martin, did you see what that penalty was?
I think the preliminary call was holding. And that is the call, holding on London. It had to be somewhere in the middle interior of the line because it looked like all the blocks on the outside were pretty clean.
And Martin, when you have a hold in the middle of the line and it's going to the outside, it was completely not needed. I mean, sometimes you have a little holding where the man's starting to slip from you on the outside and you just grab him. But when you hold him in the middle of the line when it's going to the outside, that was completely stupid.
Setting back up again. He's looking to throw.
Oh.
That was a little timing play, but he had pressure on him.
Jason Artis' pass intended for number 80, Don Wilson.
Big John Wilson was out there. We got Mike Harris checking in.
The ball for West Jefferson, 22-yard line. Third down.
Brad Keel, who kicked last year, is checking out.
Martin, if I was London, I would possibly come back with that little pass play later on because he was open.
He had him there. He didn't have enough time to wait for it to totally develop. And he's rolling out. They play the fake. He's throwing on the run. He loops it out.
Touchdown!
Oh! It just went through his hands. But I'll tell you what, on that play right there, you see the athletic ability of Jason Artis. Because there ain't too many kids that can run to their left, throw to their right, off balance with three people in their face.
He's an artist indeed.
Yes, he is. And Darby, since you haven't seen this, your first look at London.
This is what I wanted to see, Martin. This is what you've been telling me about right here. This is what I've been waiting to see all game.
Good kick. The kick's up. It's got a shot. It's got a shot. Oh!
Just short.
I don't believe it.
We got a West Jeff player hurt.
Injured player out on the field. We were discussing Tobin. And he already had one field goal earlier in the game.
Well, West Jeff's player walked off the field on his own, so that's good to see.
And we don't want to see nobody get hurt. And here comes Amon. No, he's not. They pulled it back out.
And that ain't going to work. London was not tricked at all.
How many did he lose in that play, Don?
Oh, about 10 it looks like from here, Martin.
Lost by number 85, Williamson.
Looks like they marked it about a loss of about 7.
Second down, a long way to go. Second down and 17, they're right on the wall. They give it, that's the fullback right there. And he's breaking tackles, he gets the first down. Oh my goodness.
Matt Bukowski made that fine run.
And Martin. Here comes London.
Amon
Brought down by
the key to them.
the Raiders.
I keep talking about getting them back into the ball game, and it's only 18-14. They're one play from taking the lead. But I tell you what, it's still the key to their game. To winning this game is going to be Amon. They have to gain the ball to win this game. There is no two ways about it. He's been their key for 4 years. And they go to the fullback. He drags him for a couple of yards. Gain of about 2.
And West Jeff's fullback looks bound determined to take 3 or 4 people and carry him a couple of yards before he goes down.
Matt Patowski, he's tough. A name like Matt Patowski, you got to be tough.
Third down.
Amon goes up, when he gets set up, he sets up like a great running back. And that's who gets it. Nothing doing.
Stop by number 36.
Oh, and he's losing about a step. As quick as he is, if he gained that step, look out.
They go to Amon for the first down.
First down and much more.
He's going to go all the way.
One man who can stop him.
Out there. And
pulled him out of bounds. Pulled him out about, I don't know where they're going to mark it. It looks like maybe the 2 or 3. But what a run. It looked like he was only going to get the first down.
Darby, that was a gutsy call on West Jeff. 4th down, 4 to go, and you run it off tackle to the right side to back to Amon. He goes all the way down inside the 10 to the 7.
And Martin, like we were saying earlier, both these teams have the weapons to score very quickly.
They set up. They got a full house backfield now. They go back to Amon. He takes it over for the score. Touchdown, West Jeff.
Oh, we got penalties in the end zone.
From our vantage point, we really can't see what's going on.
It's on London. I think they're calling a
maybe
unnecessary roughness because he took Amon down there at the end.
Extracurricular activities. You can't do it after the play. Well, so far tonight, London has answered everything West Jeff. And I would go, no good. No good. Wide to the right. Wide to the right. London
is here.
Makes you feel like a pro. Good time.
You do feel welcome when we come to London.
Oh yeah. And the fans let you know too. If we could have excitement right here, you never, when anybody on either team touches the ball, you better watch it because excitement could break out at any second. And there's the low driving kick. It's going to be, it's bobbled by London. It's going to be taken by Bennett. He's got a little bit of room. He breaks a tackle. He goes over the left side. He's breaking another tackle.
It's a good run back.
We got across the 35 to about the 36 or 37 yard line. To about the 36.
Martin, every time London returns.
Pick Lester up. London sets up at the pro eye. Scott Sims at fullback. Lester at tailback. Bo Williamson to the near side. John Wilson in motion. Lester up the middle. Nothing going.
And West Jeff trying to make that stand right here.
I mean, how do you prepare for 5 running backs? They're looking with
nowhere.
Nothing doing.
Great defensive play by West Jeff.
And these are the key people you had to beat. You have to beat to make room for the playoffs. Pete Grilke back to kick. If you're surprised, Amon is returning.
Oh, nice punch.
They kick it away from him. They kick it to the fullback. No, that's number 40. He breaks some tackles. He's got some running room. He almost makes it back to midfield. He's at his own 49-yard line. And they have tremendous field position.
And again, West Jeff with the momentum. We've seen him earlier with the momentum. It's dangerous. London needs to have one of their big stands right here.
48-yard line.
London needs both. They need the fans to get into this.
Wasn't the best, but
London needs to show why they got one of the top defenses in the area. They got to shut them down right here. They're trying to spread them out on the line of scrimmage. He breaks it. He's got running room. Bennett catches up with him, brings him down.
And Bennett right there, when he tried to tackle him, threw that arm in there pretty hard, hoping for a fumble. What I can't understand, Martin, is why the London fans are sitting back right now. We're in a big game, and we're only down by 2 points.
Well, this is where London is usually at their best. Inside the 20-yard line, down the 20, what we like to call the red zone. London usually, when their backs are to the wall, they stand up to the test. But you got Kowski and Amon in the backfield, you got to put up some fight right here. It goes to Amon, right back up the middle. He's dragging people. He's not going to wear him out.
And they're not really putting the pads on West Jeff. That's what's happening right now.
Flat out hit him. Thanks, Dale. They send the man in motion. They go right back up the middle. There's the arm tackle. Nobody really hit him. He moves down, inching ever so closer to another first down.
Brought down by number 67, Clay Miller, number 44, Scott Sims.
Third down and 1 yard to go. These two plays right here, so far, could be the biggest plays of the year for London.
Very true.
Third down and short.
You know, when London had the ball previously, they didn't put any points on the board. 2 series before that. We'll wait until after this play.
Here we go. I wonder who's going to get it. Amon, right back up the middle. First down.
Number 22.
Outside when he was running, perfectly clean blocks. First down and goal. Amon around the outside. Touchdown, Tony.
That's a perfect example of what arm tackling will do for you. You have to drive through those running backs. You can't just go up there and grab them. Ball players are too strong for that today.
Especially a 4-year back like Amon.
He's a zipper.
Now London's in a situation where their backs are definitely to the wall. Can they do it? Yes. Will they do it? We're going to find out. They're usually a second-half team. But I tell you what, if they don't get pumped up soon, this could end up being a blowout the other way.
Martin, but let's don't forget, we still got 9 minutes left. We got plenty of time to score 2-3 times, maybe even 4 with this London offense.
Godmeyer's out on the field talking to his players.
Right now, London's just got to talk to themselves, and they got to, he's got to tell them, listen, boys, we can score just like that. Let's don't get down. Let's just put it to them. If London can put this ball in the end zone with this drive, that takes some air out of West Jeff.
Absolutely, and London is only
explosive if that could be done.
The last series they ran, they were very predictable in that series.
Yes, they were.
That's a very good point that you make, Darby. West Jeff's linebackers are sitting in there real strong. It seems like they have London's playbook right in their hip pocket.
There goes Bennett, and he's brought down quickly.
London is playing somewhat lackluster right now. Guys are just walking around. They're just sloping. Take a look at them right now. They're sort of walking down around with their hands on their hips.
They're going to have to get pumped up. They're going to have to create something. And the man who has to lead them to it is the quarterback. Your quarterback, right. Fred Lester, still winning tailback. This is the most play I've seen out of one runner in any game this year. This really surprises me. They're running they go back up the middle with the fullback.
And nowhere, and like I said, you're going to have to mix it up a little bit right here because the run's starting to teeter out. West Jeff knows what's going on. They've been going up the middle too much. I think maybe a quick slant might loosen up the linebackers just a little bit, make them hesitate, and you know that if they hesitate just for a second, you can make a good clean block on them.
They have not utilized Bo Williamson or John Wilson in the passing game this season. Early in the game, Jason Argus threw 2 ill-advised passes, and they've gone back to the passing game very sparingly.
Too much.
West Jeff, you can hear from over here.
Get up in there.
Lester, he breaks one tackle and gets up in the hole. Crosses the original line of scrimmage. Gained of about 6 on the play.
Martin even though that was a great run. West Jeff is on them pretty bad. I mean, they know what's going on. It's run, end, middle.
Let me tell you where that tackle came from. Number 54, the right side linebacker for West Jeff. He actually outran Fred Lester to the point where he tackled him.
They probably know the playbook.
Here we go.
Right to where we're going.
He's setting up Boom.
And he's got Wilson out there, well short of the first down.
Wasn't enough. And Martin, that kind of surprises me because as receivers got to know where that first down is. They got to get just past the first down marker and set up. They can't go 2 yards short.
To be perfectly honest with you, that was a pass. He was also confused. Hargis takes the snap, a little bit of movement, nothing called. He's under pressure, and he falls down.
Bad.
He took the punt team off the field and went for it, and oh, what a disaster it was. With 7:05 to play, the position that they were on the field, I just did not understand the call.
7 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. You should. I would have went ahead and punted the ball away, played the field position, tried to hold them. That's right.
Well, Martin, another thing that made that kind of weird is he made that decision very quickly. It wasn't like he had a play set up for those certain situations, and everyone was kind of confused, and that's what made that play bad.
They go to number 40, right back up the middle. They can't stop him.
London's arm tackle.
First down.
They're arm tackling. It looks like London has gotten a little weary out there. You know, it's like West Jeff is just putting the pressure on, putting the body on them, and London is kind of tiring at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they score here, London's going to be nothing short of a miracle to get back in this ball game. Because even when you score, you're giving the ball right back to the Rough Riders, and look what they're doing.
They're definitely in scoring position.
They're shredding the defense. They're just outside the 10. The quarterback goes around the end.
Oh.
He takes a big hit. But I tell you what,
we got another penalty.
Down on play by number 81, drew the wire. Number 13, Corey Bennett, a penalty marker on the play.
Over something, they need a big defensive play. And they're not going to put the ball in the air. You got to make a play like that.
I would imagine that Coach Metz from West Jefferson is going to keep the ball on the ground, eat up some more of this clock. How much time is left in the quarter right now? Can you see that, Darby?
We got about 4:58.
Those 9.
But London wrapped the arms on that one. London wrapped the arms on that one, and one man took him down. That's what they have to do to stop this running attack.
London doesn't want to spend any timeouts now. They really can't afford to have a chance late in the game. Back up the middle, nothing doing. And you can safe bet that ball will not go back in the air again to West Jeff.
The ball will not go in the air. The coach will not put it up there for the possibility of it being intercepted and run back. He's going to use the clock right now and then maybe go for the field goal.
We're going to see right here, it's fourth down. And they are setting up for the field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him fake it.
London's best bet would be to block this thing, pick it up, and run it in.
That would be beautiful.
We have a flag.
It's no good.
We have a flag on the play. The flags have been on the field a lot tonight. London's defense dug deep. Now let's see about the offense.
They're going to have to go to there these sides.
Look at there. Number 75 for West Jeff.
And some of the London's offense
number 5 rather.
Looking very sharp.
No, they were very poised and settled, making the big plays, the big blocks in the first half. He's looking to throw. He's down again.
We're having no blocking by the offense.
Over here and played like a real winner tonight.
They're looking to throw. It's going to be
almost intercepted.
West Jeff has come over here and played a real solid ball game. You can't.
And West Jeff is going to take over. First and goal from the London 9. And they're going to run Amon until this ball game's over, I can tell you. And you know West Jeff wants to score right here to put up strong goals. If we beat them on their home turf, they've already launched up 27 points, and they want to crack 30, and there's Amon. Touchdown. That's Amon's third touchdown of the night. Touchdown to the play. And you're down by 3 scores.
Martin, this second half, London just didn't look as crisp as they did in that first half.
And the crowd is filing out.
They just didn't have everything together like they did in the first half. They looked very confused. They didn't know what was going on.
2 blocks were not made.
Exactly. Passing blocks just weren't made. And that...
Offense kickoff, taken by number 63, Chris Judy.
They didn't wrap their arms on defense.
Brought down by number 55,
A lot of broken
Ryan
tackles.
Number 54.
They're on their own 48, and they hope to have an inkling. They got to score, and they got to score right now. They go to Lester. He goes over the right side. They're going to line up in the ball quick.
Brought down by number 5 of the Rough Riders.
Martin right now.
Second down.
If for anything, just to put this in the end zone for mainly pride.
No passing attack, I know that.
They go
That
out.
was one of the best. Oh! That was probably the best pass that I've seen tonight. And just about a foot short.
Right off the tip of the outstretched hands of John Wilson.
Picks up third down.
And Martin, if they would have connected on 2 of those passes tonight, this would have been a completely different ball game.
How true that is. They just couldn't get that. They made the big plays, but in the second half, when they had to make the big plays when it counts, because as London usually does, they have a slow first half. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And they didn't finish this ball game. He gets a chance to set up. It's thrown out there way too far. Missed him by about 5 yards.
Number 85, Bo Williamson. Covered by number 42, Matt Bukowski.
Another thing West Jeff did, they kept London's offense off the field. They kept them to minimum ball possessions in the second half, and they never had a chance.
Well, Martin, one of the, I do believe it was the West Jeff coaches said, the way they were going to win this ball game.
That's what they should have been doing all night, Jeff. That's what they should have been doing all night long.
The way they were going to win this ball game was to control the ball and have the ball most of the game. And that's what they did the second half. They kept the ball, kept Linden's offense off the field.
We heard a cry from the background. That's what they should have been doing all night. The little slant pass to John Wilson.
Another touchdown, London.
I believe that was John Wilson.
They got about a minute left.
Number 80, Don Wilson. Next is score lead. West Charleston 33.
But it might possibly be a little too late. A little bit too little. A little bit too late.
Too little, too late seems to be the phrase here because with a minute 07 to play, once West Jeff just lays down, a win's a win. If they want to lay down, that's up to them. But
London right now is going to go, I do believe, for the 2-point conversion. They need this very badly.
He rolls out, looking to throw.
And he made it.
That play looks familiar. I believe that was another big play they could have ran and tried it somewhere down there. He is a much better passer when he's rolling out of the pocket.
Well, Martin, like we've said in years and years and years, is simply just because 1 or 2 passes don't go the way you want them to, that doesn't mean you got to fold it up and put them passes to the side. Sometimes it just takes a few times to get them down, but you got to keep bringing them out. or they're going to start keying on your offensive running attack, and then you will no longer have it. And that's what West Jeff did. They started keying on their run and shut them down.
That's exactly what they did. If you've never seen Heyman on the front line, you'll probably see him right here. Most team calls this they're good hands people here on the front line.
And Martin, what would you bet for an onside kick?
Oh, I'd bet $1 million on it.
They need a fumble or something right about now.
On an onside kick, what you want to do is when you kick it, you want to hit around the top of the ball. You want it to roll twice, and on the third hit, you want it to go straight up in the air and just be a jump ball. Whoever gets it, gets it. Your key is
if you can get it to reflect off of a West Jeff player and come back at you, that's good.
Number 47, Clark Corbin. Back deep for West Jefferson.
You send the ball straight up on the tee for the onside kick.
And West Jeff's ready for it. They got everybody up but one man.
You want to get a couple of rolls and then pop straight up in the air.
They try to boot it right over top of all the West Jeff players. He's just going to fall on it. We got 1:04 left on the clock.
And number 99, Jim Stewart. West Jefferson ball, first down and 10. Got the ball around 20.5-yard line.
London definitely needing a miracle right about now.
Yeah, they need turnovers galore right here. But I tell you what, you ain't gonna see nothing fancy.
Oh, no. Did he come in contact?
They're discussing it. They're talking about it.
If that's on London, I don't know. I didn't see no contact.
Offside.
Oh, my. I'm not sure about that one. Remember, that defense can go off. You just have to get back on side and make no contact. I don't know. That was kind of itchy.
Nevertheless, 1st and 5. Just waiting for a few snaps of the ball.
Now we'll do it here.
Number 12, Corey Sadler.
Didn't we start off with 33 seconds? I don't know. I'm lost.
They still have 1st down, nevertheless. 1st and 5.
That's what he's doing. And you can hear it.
You hear the cheering in the background. This one's over. The West Jeff defeats London Red Rangers 26-33.
London fans, remember tomorrow at Kmart in the corner parking lot.
I don't believe it.
This one's going in the books.
Well, folks, to sum it up, it was a tremendous first half. The second half of London very lackluster. We scored late, really not generating anything. And the Rough Riders from West Jeff are taking home the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a real good time tonight. We've had a lot of fun here. It's been an exciting ball game tonight. Obviously, we wished that London would win. That didn't turn out to be, but it was a great contest anyway. And I know that we're going to be ready for next week.
Yep, we'll be in Olin Tangi next week. I'm Martin King.
I'm Darby Calhoun.
Dale McNeil.
And Gary McNeil saying good night.
See ya.
Go London.
Bad luck now.
Oh, no, that's what I was thinking, man.
I was going to say, just proves whose fault it was that Ironton lost 2 years ago.
Man, this is pretty sweet, Gary. That's cool.
Is it at